Hey, what's good, everybody? Bringing you another video. This time's of the Mythic Legion's Purrrplor. So it has like 3 R's in it, so I just want to make sure I'm sounding really silly about it. So Purrrplor. But anyway, just to be a fool, play with you guys, enjoy. But if you haven't already, Unparalleled Universe did do a review on Purrrplor when he was fresh and enthusiastic, which he still is, into Mythic Legions. So even if you don't check out mine, make sure you check out his. And Toy Bro also did a video as well. I'll put their videos in the link. So shout out to them because, you know, they the homies, so why not? Anyway, if you come here to watch mine, it's all the basic same stuff. You're just gonna get different cool photos at the end. So that's what we're here to enjoy, right? The part of it. But if you come here to support, thank you very much. And let's jump into the actual video. So I left Purrrplor naked. Well, I left him armorless so you guys can see what you got going on here. And what's really cool about him is that he is the Masters of the Universe color variant of the Skeletor Battle Cat. So no, oh wait, I didn't say that right. But you know what I meant. So, the point is, it's a really cool purple look. I love the purple tiger head. I love the green eyes. It's definitely rockable with mine. And what happened was I really wanted this guy, but I didn't know how I would go about using this guy. Because when he first was shown, I was very new to Mythic Legions. And by the time I got him, it was crazy because now I have 3 of him. And I'll explain why in a second. Because these guys are actually a lot of fun, these 1.0 bodies. The armor color is very beautiful. It's cut and painted. And even though it's all the same stuff, when you see the details shown in different colors, it kind of gives you a really good look at what can be different in a lot of these lines. And that's why I've grown to love Mythic Legion so much so very quickly. It's very nice. Now, we have a huge muscular humanoid body because obviously he's anthropomorphic Catman. But it's really cool to see this purple shaded head done really well, and even on a slim but muscular body like this. Now, what's really cool about this is you'll get options. But first, let's get into the articulation. You have your standard. You can look up, you can look down, you can tilt slightly, you can obviously rotate the head all the way around. Our arm, since there is no armor, we can actually raise it up pretty high to the point where we don't have to worry about restrictions. Our gauntlet can rotate, just like at the forearm, it can rotate as well. It only has a single joint, so it rotates only on an L shape and a semi-obtuse L shape. We have our rotating hand, which only works horizontally and not vertically, which is okay that it's on a horizontal hinge because it still gets most of the stuff done. The only gripe I have about the 1.0 Mythic Legion's body is the simple fact that they cannot hold swords with 2 hands like this. That's probably the only bummer I can really say that you can get with these guys. So you get that nice rotation here at the waist area that goes forwards and backwards. This actually tilts on that ball hinge down at the bottom. It gives you enough room in it to give you that nice articulation. Our legs can go all the way forward. It's single jointed as well, but it does tuck in very nicely. And we have that really great ankle pivot joint that allowed it to make up most of the articulation you'll miss out on. So, if you want to get really catty and rotate this guy out, you actually can do a pretty decent job of doing that and still having the feet look flush. So keep that in mind. Now that we have all that cool stuff covered with articulation, we could jump into the really simple stuff that we kind of want to enjoy with this, and that's just the look of how you'll do your Battle Catman. Battle Catman. That sounds like an 80s TV show right there. So, actually, I'm going to pop this head off, and I'm going to show you guys that you actually get this nice bit of armor to show you his actual look. And what you're going to do is, on our backhand side, there's going to be a plug here. Because normally you can plug these guys in with like here. So you'll be able to do it 2 ways. You can actually plug in the shoulder armor right over the shoulder. And obviously this is your normalized look. But for something like this, you actually get another plate here. Well, a peg here, sorry. And with your peg, you're going to plug it in. You're going to do it on both sides. And I recommend it. You do it beforehand because trying to do it on the body, you'll feel like you're so pressured to break something. So at least this way, you're safe from doing that to yourself as you plug these guys in. So as you see here, looks pretty good. You slide it right over, and these can fit over the shoulder as you droop them down, however way you want them. But then you put the purple head back on, and now you have this really great, big, bulky armor look, all while looking really good as it droops over the shoulders very well. You still can move left and right. You still can, the head is already tilted down, you actually can move the head up just a little bit too. So I absolutely adore this kind of look on him. And this is the look that I got when I first got Cowrus. And I should have reviewed Cowrus as well, but I'll show him in photos against this guy. So it's really cool. Oop, I went a little too far. You can actually rotate it to the side. And I've actually had a lot of fun with this because I like that big bulky look. It just looks like he's like really intimidating here. So I really like the look of this. So you can see it even from the side. And you can see here that the kind of fur-like material on the head matches this of this new upper torso piece. That kind of just fits right over and still makes the rest of the body look really good. So I like it. So you'll get a short dagger-like, I forgot the name of this actually, but you'll get this dagger here, which can fit in either side hand. You get a strap to rotate around or to put around his waist or go over the shoulder, whichever one you prefer. You'll actually get what they consider a buster sword. And the buster sword is actually pretty nice. It has the rune-like material in it, and it's painted in a very nice color that matches the amulet. Or, yeah, I'm going to call it an amulet on the front. And you actually get a tail. So right underneath, just like on Balam, you'll get a tail plug. And you kind of just fit that in to complete the look. And then you will get a shield. And I love that they changed an elven shield into a shield that works for him, because it looks really good in this color of bronze and green. And I don't know who chooses their color palettes, but they do an excellent job of really making this stuff work. So even when you match him up with like a cool buster sword and his shield, which I'm going to do right now, he looks really good. So just like this. And you can actually flip this any way you want, but I kind of like it this way to show him like, hey, I'm also going to use a shield for the offensive side. And it just looks good, even angled like this, just really, really well. I love how well these guys photograph. Last but not least, and this is why it was really cool to also get Purrrplor, because I like collecting orcs, is that even with all of this happening, right, you can still get another look for him by, you just take this right off, pop the tail out, or keep the tail in, depending on how you want your look. And they give you a separate purple orc head. So now you can actually have a purple orc. So even if you bought 3Ds, now you have a small orc army of purple ones. These can be the cousins of your fury orcs or your regular green orcs, depending on how you want to go about it. But it does give you the ability to just have another version of an orc, which is always a plus in my side. And I think that's really dope. But because it's generally not an orc and it's Purrrplor, I'm going to put the original head and stuff back on so you can see his size comparison when sized up with other lines and other mythic legions. So that way you see what you're getting. We already know what you're getting with an orc. I believe I've reviewed at least one orc already. If not, I'll go back and revisit that later, because I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. So let's stand this guy up. We can see that he technically still sits at the same height, but I just like his big bulky look. So I'm going to keep it on him. I'm going to sit these legs up as well as possible, because I've actually been having quite a bit of fun with Purrrplor. Might have worn out his joints already, so that's my bad, y'all. So, voila. Looking good, chunky monkey. And we're going to stand you straight up. We're going to dive back just a little bit to get that little extra room of movement. And we're going to see what it looks like next to some other mythic legions. So here he is next to a 1.0 barbarian. And while the barbarian seems a little bit taller for some reason, Purrrplor looks wider and way more extravagant to me. Here he is next to a female knight body, which is on the 2.0 mythic legions bodies. And it's just a tad bit shorter. So let's take these two guys away. Next up, we're going to do it next to a dwarf. And this is Torin on his brother Bromden's body. I really wanted to see how that looked, and I added a cape. It looked actually fantastic. And then we're going to do a female body, which is also the female knight, but just with a more humanized body. So here we are with Juno the Crusher. As you can see, these guys look all pretty good together. I love how mythic legions, no matter what color they are, they just look good together. Next up, we're going to compare with other lines. So here we are with a Mezco-sized me. So if I was fighting some magical land stuff, that's what I would look like next to him. Here he is with the Hasbro Snake Eyes, in case you want to cross more dimensions, get your IDW streaming crossover on. We'll move these two guys out. Next up, we're going to do a Hasbro Spider-Man, because we all know These guys are technically not the same size with the Hasbro stuff. We're gonna do a Lightning Collection Purple Ninja. Oh wow, I didn't even realize what I did. I did a Purple Ninja with Purrrplor. So yeah. Then we have a Blue Zeo Ranger from Hasbro's Lightning Collection. Move these guys off to the side. Next up, we have an SHF Kamen Rider Kuga. Voila. And last but not least, I do want to compare it to Predator because I think that the Predator stuff works really, really well with Mythic Legions. So here we are with an Elder who actually happened to be using one of their spears that I put in his hands. This is actually he's actually pretty tall. The old AVP stuff is actually much taller than I thought. So even with Purrrplor next to him, you see how big it is. All in all, I've thoroughly been enjoying this line, and I really, really like what's coming from it. Even with the same bodies, the color schemes, the weapons, the accessories, the swapping has been so much fun. One more thing that I forgot, here we are with a 1,000 toy synthetic human, have been utterly fantastic. So it's one of those things where I'm going to keep reviewing these because I've just been having that much of a good time with them. And hopefully I can learn how to like really paint my stuff over. Right now I'm just kit bashing and having a good time. The only thing I've done is give it a black wash. Nothing too crazy. But please enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, please do good, be good, drink your water. Later.